Vamos a ir por allí. Ve aquí un montón de lugares.
Pero si quién voy a ser, no puedo borrar.
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we take action.
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rarer and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusion, firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight every time. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his... Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Duran are carrying out their part as we speak.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's look.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind me.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right, then it's settled. This is the plan we're going with. Next up...
Wait, we can...
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped.
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the...
Who'd you hear it from?
We don't use people's real names at work. This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flinks and I will absolutely...
We shall indeed. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me... So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. Is that... In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know.
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would... Oh! Does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss Dory around? It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business. Said Mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything.
Okay. So what exactly is so special about this pendant?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kavaki, and then...
You're right. It was all my fault.
You will? Well...
I knew you'd say that. It's a very useful thing to have around. But I have a funny...
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new...
Vamos a seguir el caminito. Está muy bueno la misa.
Dory! How are things going? Feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangama Bay would let an opportunity like this slip by? Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Even higher than the sellers taking advance orders. Ta-da! See? It's right here. Ah, it's so pretty. Did you make it? No, I have a supplier. We go way... Aha! sure you were talking about Lucky Charms at the meeting. That's not the full story. It actually started a while. Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day whenever I pass this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's all very complicated, but if you want to know more, you can ask the Dendro Archon about it sometime. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kabe to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kashara War talents, he was the obvious. Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kabe. Could I ask why I'm sending this tech? So nosy.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope they're...
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. You probably thought...
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate doesn't seem to really care that much about this. Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want to be without it, given the potential dangers that lie ahead. Huh? What does that look like?
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the first...
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that there are always going to be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back a debt. Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro are... Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent... My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does. That's the Lord Song of a Babe.
Alright, if you say so.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust your... Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be?
Traveler, Paimon.
Everything going smoothly?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Diren, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went very smoothly. The findings, however, come with some troubling implications.
What? You can actually dissect the Wild Hunt?
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and dissection. Harmless, lifeless, these words are accurate descriptions. The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptatyr, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul Certology. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the life form he has become today. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart, but perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed... Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. You could think of this as Rere in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of abyssal power. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power.
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it? We can't defeat...
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world is... It's as if her creator banished her to a place she could never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, I almost forgot! This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip. Durin and I will be heading off shortly.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
All right then.
Ой, подожди.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grandmaster Varka. Please keep them safe.
My lady, what are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear, but I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. I must do what I think is right. For me, that means fighting. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas. In my absence.
Hey everyone! Guess I should introduce myself. Well, to start with, the biggest strengths are honesty and hard-workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep every last one of you safe and...
Vamos baixar.
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainslev?
Yes. I take it your own name has a...
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my... But it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things that I forget to question why they are so. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
You're different from other people.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure your long life and rich range of experience explains that. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dane?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. Thank you for your help with the Rere situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
You're welcome. I know he's your
Friend, he betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through.
Okay. So,
I...
you see, you're torn. Now you know what really happened.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Anyone else in your position would feel conflicted too. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. Yet even now, they support me, which
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing their help for what it was, and not treasuring it. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully, talking about it will do us both some good. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think...
Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello.
Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Reher.
You will? Oh, thank you so much! Everyone will be so grateful to hear that!
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to, eventually.
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. And then...
It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
You're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Blitz! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles. When I was awakened by the Radniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battle, but after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out the evil in this world.
That doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But it certainly serves me well here in the present. and I am delighted to be able to join.
Looks like I'm not the first to.
Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just fine. Please, I'm just doing my part.
Never! Over here!
Ino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all second. Meanwhile, Ino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her...
Excellent. My thanks to all.
The chestnut's looking a little unstable.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, traveler! I will.
Everyone, take your positions as soon. Every ounce of strength we have in our bones. Let us... Ready? Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Stay on your journey.
Moonlight, betray.
Yep, you too. Let me help you guys. Big bet!
Moonlight, trace moon. Moonlight, trace
By the frost rain of old. Leave this place.
hunt them down. Moonlight, trace
How unfortunate. Can't hide the truth. It all ends up...
Flag out!
attack.
Yeah, go!
Hunt them down. Moonlight, trace you.
Night falls. Close your eyes. Dust.
Can't hide the truth.
Futile.
With one heart, we pray. I am lost life.
Moonlight,
Close your eyes. Feel the dark.
It all ends up... The mystery unravels. No more lies.
It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
Looking for a shirt.
Bring it. Futile. Hunt him down.
The long sleep beckons.
Can't hide the truth.
Moonlight. Praise you.
Water jet!
Hunt him down. Observe.
It all absurd.
Futile.
Be silent.
Observe.
Very everlasting past. The deception ends here. No more lies. It all adds up.
Water jet! Wipe out!
Oh, I lost it.
Moonlight.
Be silent.
Hunt him down.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Keep your distance.
By the frost my lord.
Futile. Observe. Your game of heroics is over. Who wants to go first? Get out of my sight!
No! We've been separated.
Take.
You okay?
Never! Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. Really doesn't like us.
I told you before. Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Lauma! Can you hear me?
Silence.
To the plan. Remember my most important task. Solve the long game. The whole
No more lies.
Go! Bombs away!
Can't hide the truth. Seek within. No more lies.
Wipe out!
Can't hide the truth. Absurd. It all adds up. The mystery unravels.
Water jet!
No more lies. within. Can't hide the truth.
Wipe out! Water jet!
Destroyed.
The mystery unravels. within. It all adds up.
Bombs away!
No more lies. It all adds up. Ends here. No more lies. Can't hide the truth. It all adds up. The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth. No more lies. Can't hide. Absurd.
Bombs away!
Seek within. No more lies.
Water jet!
The deception ends here.
Wipe out! Water jet!
Can't hide the truth. No more lies. There's no other way.
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own. That means Columbina will. You have to hold on.
Never! Your eyes are bleeding.
Shoot, and then
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on.
any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are.
You don't fool me. I see your fear. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rarir.
You fear the sound of your own name.
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine Daughter in our midst.
How about that?
Against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar.
Nefer, how are your eyes?
They're fine. It's not...
Let me handle it. Miss Nefer. It's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. In business terms, I suppose.
I'd be hard-pressed.
Still, people suffer when they... I had hoped you could win.
Thank you.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. I'll send full details through your host. My dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved...
The moon will remember this day. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt. And since Nefer's eyes were injured, mine...
Hold on.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage.
You're right. There's no doubt. But I must say...
Things are a little different now from how they were.
Friends.
How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing all right, Paimon.
Phew, well that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages. You slept a whole day and night.
Glad to hear you didn't starve. How was the food?
Well, it wasn't the same without... Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self.
Well, I'm back.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you... He also dropped off some... If you're feeling up to it, but...
또 다른 뭐 있노야 그냥?
Traveler and Paimon! Perfect!
How are you feeling?
Much better, thanks. Don't worry.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know. Yep, we're here for you.
And
Oh wait, where's Nipper?
how are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch...
Traveler, Paimon. Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not to strain your eyes while they're still healing.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware. Yehoda, could I borrow you for a moment? I could do with it.
Oh! Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You bet. Sure thing.
The Raker of Solnari. No, definitely a snake. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. Perhaps. What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. Oh, Father. Look at the Ibis King. Thought as if he's never brought it up, but I'd bet he... Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth? Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me. Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He's a prisoner, and he was scared. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is it's preposterous? They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think? Good. If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing. For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing. So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Oh, is that what it looks like? Well, when you find yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest play is to keep, if you understand what's at stake. Please ensure my seat. Very good.
Oh wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, Paimon suddenly remembered something. After all that build-up, mystery ally never showed up even once!
Am I... So, that close colleague...
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human, although, now you mention it.
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave. He won't lie low forever. Lord Sangama Bay, how lovely to see you. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in...
Why come and ask me when you clearly know already?
I mostly came to thank you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Player.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself would be a great honor for the Curatorium.
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity?
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Nodcry, your desert in...
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing my investment history!
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate.
How?
You're a curious case, Lord Sun, but I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wrap. You did it for Sumera, didn't you?
It was empty land. That was... Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. It was something I looked into. The tech people handled the tech, and money...
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about...
So? What's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich.
But surely you have dreams of your own.
You don't get it. Just thinking about it.
Thank you.
For the debate.
And the...
Oh, that. I was just...
Seems like we've both been away from...
Yeah. So long that I barely remember.
That would be your mother, father, and...
Yeah, though it's been years. It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but... Memory can... My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely, her face is fading from my mind's eye.
Not everything will fade.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that plus...
Oh, absolutely. You've got a lot going for you too, boss.
I appreciate...
How have you been holding up?
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm...
What?
You played an indispensable... Sometimes.
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albeit,
Thank you.
see? Did you catch that? A master class in
Oh,
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've recovered.
can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to...
Handling a drinks order is ridiculous.
Paimon believes it. Here, clearly. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite...
Don't worry, that's completely understandable.
To put it in the simplest terms, when facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating. So, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, for this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm for added security. We prepared the alchemical array absorb his abyssal power. Then during that power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been...
What surprised me was that, given his history with Rarir, he had ever...
It must have been...
Absolutely. He was torn between two paths, but in the end... Anyway...
That's the only...
Yes, I've thought a lot about it, and I've realized I think this is very important. So I found that...
Well, this is a new one.
I'm Soma. Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers?
What is this, Columbina?
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the...
Polonia, please see Lady
Will you still invite me to your next...
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Last time the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself? We just wanted to... Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope it... Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check... Oh, don't you... If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead. Whoa! Pretty heck. You can ignore those. They're just... I doodle and write in my free time. And other times, trying to predict the future is like daydream, huh? Although, who else? Wait, are you saying, I guess we were friends. Yep. In fact, we used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, I honored his request. I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer. So... Alain's work was like epic poet. Not that there's anything bad about them. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together. They were all quite competitive. So there was some rivalry between them. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something. Unfortunately, childhood would end. The prophecy would come true. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics begin to take root in them. And if Renee and Alain had been people of... But alas, the first of them to fall under it. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted with... It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee... Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's heart. Even the next time they met, Renee... And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with... As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation. But I'm told that the attempted research... What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? Or do you... Same difference, really. The only difference is, your dream came true. I don't like fanatics who give up their... Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person. Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, he managed to put a stop to his credit after that. The only thing supporting his work... But although I think that formulas and machines derived solely from... Yet Alain, once he realized that the end of his life, he quit work. He told me that the director of the Nacion Institute used to read those very... I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be... At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former many years. And that is the story of two people from the Nacion. One went all in on his fantasy of self. The other sought desperately to burn bright... I do sometimes wonder... Why is it that people like them, even the grandest tree, starts as a tiny seed? They were young children with friends and family who mattered to them. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor them. But instead, the search for their own salvation. Do you think the desire to save oneself... He gave the exact same... No elaboration. Just... Alright, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring up... I'm gonna go to... Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.
Why not, Chowchi?